Joe Hopkins here, and guess what? I've got a box, right? If you've been watching my channel, I tried to buy a Firefly guitar from Amazon, and it didn't go well. I didn't get it. The whole thing went sideways. They kept canceling the order. I gave up, right? I'm like, I tried twice. Third time's not a charm, but there was something else. I saw it, and I thought, that's really cool. Well, it turns out it was there, recommended for me, because my wife had been looking at it. And you know, the funny thing is, as soon as I saw it, I thought, my wife would really like it. Here, this thing, I gotta, there we go, it's digging into me. Fix the mic there. I thought my wife would really like that. So you know what? I'm gonna buy that for her. But first, I'm gonna share it with you guys, right? So this is a present. Let me, need my kniffy. Stop. I dropped it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So don't play with knives, kids. You can hurt yourself. You could drop them. Happens sometimes. There we go. My hand's a little bit funky right now. I got stung by, stung a bunch of times by bees, all on my hand and arms, like 3 times on my hand, all up my arms, down my back. But my hand is a little, like, you know, maybe I should do it left-handed or something, you know? There we go. Left-handed works better. My left hand didn't get stung. My right hand did. Anyway, I'm giving a lot of excuses for why I'm dropping knives and stuff. But, you know, we gotta open the box, which they always put a lot of tape on this. There we go. Oh, the tape is stuck to the packaging inside. Looks like it's packaged well. Let's put that away before I hurt myself. Anyway, looks like, okay, kind of a big box for what I ordered. I think it's more box than was necessary. It's wrapped in this plastic bag that is also stuck to the tape. So we'll pull all of this out. Oh, it's a case. Well, let's just pretend like I didn't put what it was in the video title there and pretend it's a surprise. I don't know. Is it in the video title? Maybe I'll change my mind by the time I title the video, but this looks like a fiddle case. And I believe it is a fiddle. Let's see, it's got a little zipper pocket on the front. Is there anything hiding in that zipper pocket? Let me bring it up here where we can see it. My table's kind of short here. So, says Aliyes, right? That's the brand name. Aliyes makes violins. They say that it says on it, hand-carved top, all that kind of stuff. And that is indeed a violin. Let's see what we got along with it. What do we got in here? Here we have extra strings. Is that a mute? I think it's a mute. I've never used a violin mute, so I'm assuming, if anybody knows for sure, that's a mute. I think. I'm trying to think. I'm not exactly a fiddle player per se. I just fiddle around with it. Got some rosin. I know a little bit about the violin. I've played a little bit, not terribly all that good, but my wife has practiced it before and wants to get back into it, which is why she was looking at this. Here we got a bow, of course, wrapped in plastic. We'll take that plastic off of there and take a look at this. Feels like nylon bow. You know, the expensive ones are horsehair. Yeah, decent bow. Standard, like, you know, what you'd have with a beginner violin. I'll put that back in the case because I already have a bow, which is already rosined up, which I, you know, brought it out with me, saves some time. I don't need to sit here for 10 minutes, rosin, you know, putting rosin on a brand new bow. Okay, you have some instructions, tells you how to operate your bow and all that kind of stuff, how to tune your violin. Pretty nice stuff. Oh, it's got one of those beginner things there, this fret markers. That's pretty cool if you're just starting out. You notice I've got a second microphone up here because this one isn't going to pick it up that well. So I thought enough to get that. All seems packaged pretty well. What else do they have stuck in this case? All kinds of little stuff. I think that's it. So let's pull this out of here. I got to unvelcro it. It's velcroed in. There it is. There we go. Find the Velcro. Pull this sucker out and take a look. Ha. It's got some foam stuck in there so that, you know, it's safe for shipping. Okay, the bridge looks good. All of that. And I love the smell of new instruments, you know? So, there we go. It's got butterflies on it. Butterflies and flowers. Very pretty. You know, it's the kind of stuff my wife digs. Here's the tag. What we craft is not just an instrument, but also an artwork. All right. I'll put a link in the description below for where you can buy this on Amazon. So they make a lot of different ones, right? I was looking at their stuff. They make different violins. It's supposed to be a hand-carved spruce top and I think maple back? Maple, I think. Anyway, so it should sound pretty decent. We're going to find out in a minute here. But I'll talk about it while I tune, right? See if I can't tune this up a little bit and talk about it while I do that. It looks nice. I wasn't sure if it would really look all that good. Yeah, just a little flat. All right, so while I'm tuning, right, I've already finished the review, but here in the middle, because I got to edit something in because I'm doing other dumb crap, I figured that this is my wife, Rosa. This is who I bought the violin for. Let's get her opinion on it. She knows a little bit more about this stuff than I do. She's kind of more of a fiddle player. Go on.
Okay, so I played violin when I was young. And here's a violin, in case I'm sure you've seen it already. But usually with instruments, you get what you pay for. Usually I'd say with violins, if it's new, $400 is probably the threshold that you'd have to pay for something decent if you want it to actually sound okay. So when I saw this violin, I was just captivated by its beauty, and I thought it would maybe be nice to practice on for myself or for my baby, or hang up on the wall when we weren't doing that. But I'm shocked, I'm surprised that I think of every violin that we've ever had, this is the best sounding. It was less than $100 on Amazon. It has a rich, resonant tone, very substantial, very deep. It has a lot of color to it, I would say, and I think this is a recording violin. It sounds very good, particularly for the country fiddle style, like of your late 1800s, what you think of like the barn dances and the do-si-dos and the boxcars.
I like that stuff.
If you wanted to do, but also that slow, like you've ever seen Cold Mountain, when Jack White was in that film and they would meet in the parlor of Nicole Kidman character, her house, and they would play that slow, old-timey music. This sounds like that. And it is great for recording, and it's hard to find a violin that records well because a lot of times it'll capture that upper register, that tinny sort of sound, and the cheapness kind of comes through. And you want something that's not going to create this very high pitched tone that's going to kind of like mingle and pick up the other higher pitches that naturally occur in the mandolin or the guitar or any of these other things and create irritation for the listener. I am blown away actually by the sound and the quality and how beautifully full it sounds. It just sounds like a complete tone, and I cannot wait to record. And by record, I mean for our tracks that we lay down. And I think that it's a radio quality. I think it'll go all the way, and I didn't expect that. I thought it was just going to be a pretty kind of like a throwaway, a toy that didn't really matter all that much what we did with it. And so I'm very, very pleasantly surprised by this. Also, and it is beautiful.
Hold it up, show.
It's very ornate. You have the butterfly there on the front and on the back, and it's also this very soft wood. It says that it was handcrafted. So those are my thoughts. Can't wait to play this, and it's a full size, so I actually have to put the notes on it because I've been used to playing a 3/4 for so long that I won't be able to just use muscle memory for that, but I can't wait to dig into that.
So would you say that present is a winner.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do I get a kiss?
Yeah.
Mwah. Oh man, come on, really. Mwah. There we go. You see that? I got a kiss. Buy your wife a nice instrument. All right. Hey,
Okay.
Back to my review, which isn't as well put as hers. All right. Got this tuned up, and I went and played around with it with my wife. Played it for her, let her play around with it a bit, and yeah, you just saw that. That just played her thoughts on it. Figured I'd get her thoughts on it because it's for her, and I agree with her. This is ridiculously nice for $100, right? Let me move over here. $95 with tax, you know, free shipping on Amazon. I'm gonna in a sec here. I'm gonna try to play it. I'm really not very good, right? I've played the violin on this channel before, and people tell me how much I stink. I know it, right? I was getting good-ish like 7 years ago when I had a kid. Now I don't have time to practice all the instruments, so mostly I practice guitar, but and banjo. I don't have time for everything. But this thing, it's I looked it up again. It says it's hand carved, spruce top, maple back, and very lightweight. Very lightweight, and it sounds good. Let me just do a couple simple notes here. Yeah, kind of gives you an idea. Let me turn the microphone a little bit here and see if I can, you know. Yeah, I know. Not that great, not much to it. My playing isn't the point though. I can stink at it. This still sounds really good. I am absolutely impressed. Like my wife mentioned, most student violins start out at about $400 for something that's going to sound halfway decent. Something that sounds this good. And I'm hoping the microphone's picking it up well. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure until I'm done recording, and I'm not miking everything exactly like I would for recording for like a musical track. I'm setting it up so it's more convenient for video shooting, obviously. But just to give you my impressions, it's really, really good. Now, on the Amazon page, it said that the paint job is done with some special process or something, so it doesn't affect the tone of the instrument, or it's supposed to be like the wood grain is dyed or something like that. I wasn't exactly sure. Maybe I should read it closer. But the finish is really nice. The artwork on it is done really well and doesn't seem to affect the tone a lot. There isn't any, you don't see any spray inside. Like one thing, like my Harley Benton violin, it has a black finish and you can see the overspray inside, right? So you can see where they sprayed it and it sprayed inside the F-holes there. This doesn't have that at all. It's, honest to God, this is a very good instrument. I would expect this kind of sound out of something that costs more like $600-700 at least. Being a $100 instrument, it's shocking to me. It's absolutely amazing. So if you guys, any of you guys want to get into playing the fiddle or are looking to buy something for, you know, your kid or a niece or nephew or for a student, this is definitely a good choice, honestly. Looking over the construction quality, I mean, there are a couple little things. You can see where the fingerboard is attached on there. There's a little bit of glue underneath where the neck is attached in. But overall, the construction quality isn't bad at all. It's quite good. But more than that, it feels good. It's a good feeling instrument. It's a good playing instrument. And it really, really sounds terrific. Honestly, for $100, man, normally they say you, whoop, oh, almost dropped it there. Normally they say you get what you pay for. And no, this is good. One of the best things is I've noticed a lot of cheap violins, it's hard to tune them. The tuning pegs on this are quite good, right? I've seen a number of inexpensive violins where they don't stay in tune and they're hard to get tuned and they just don't play very well. And this isn't like that at all. This tuned up well. It plays really well. It looks nice. You know, the paint job on it or the dye job or the artwork, whatever it is you want to call it. Yeah, it's good. This whole thing is absolutely brilliant for $100 violin. I think if you spent a lot more money, you could get something that sounds this good with probably better build quality, right? But the build quality on this is sufficient, especially considering how good it sounds and how good it plays. I guess we'll see how it holds up over time, right? Like my wife mentioned, she's used to playing a 3/4 violin and she's been wanting to get back into practicing the violin again. So, yeah, God willing, I hope she starts playing it a lot and we can see how it holds up with some use to it. I might start practicing more. I don't know. Maybe next time you see me play the violin on this channel, I won't suck so bad. But hey, man, like I've said before, you don't have to be good as long as you enjoy doing it, right? So anyway, you guys should subscribe to my channel. You should check out the link to this violin and check out some of their other stuff. You might like one of their other ones better. You know, they got different styles and whatnot. And you should check out some of my playlists at the end of this video. They're gonna come up, they come up here like reviews and songs and stuff. I'm really impressed. I'm digging this. This is a really good sounding instrument. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could find some faults with it, but I don't think I'm gonna try that hard. I really like this a lot. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, all right? I love you guys. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.